Hello and welcome to this Christmas Presents 7-day challenge. I am so thrilled that you are going to join me for these next 7 days. So what is presents? What is that? We know it's got this delectable quality about it when we feel it in someone, when we feel the alignment of presence within ourselves. It's got an incredibly delicious, grounded, calm, aligned quality about it. And it's one that we could all strive to have a little bit more of in our lives. The definition of presence is an actively receptive state. So how do we get there? We're not always there. What is going on with us? So many things. Our mind, our brain, our mind, in the way that we focus, in the way we react to life. And that is not just what we choose to do. Our nervous system has so much to do with this too. Our autonomic nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for fight and flight. Then we've got our parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for resting and digesting, and also a freeze response as well, which might be, seen as withdrawing from life, being nauseous, getting sick a bit more, just to withdraw ourselves from life. All of these, parameters come into it. Also our neurotransmitters, the quality of the neurotransmitters giving us signals and allowing us to be in the states that we want is also going to be coming into play. So that's what we're going to be playing around with in the next 7 days, is how to understand how we might be feeling and how we might maximize all of who we are amongst all these systems, all of what's going on in our minds, who we're choosing to be from moment to moment, and what are some strategies and tips that are going to get us into a present, aligned, openly receptive, actively receptive state. This is going to be the gift of you at Christmas. It's also known that being present is one of the most important elements for others to heal. Isn't that incredible? Just by being present and in that open, actively receptive state, people can find healing in our presence. So this is, I think, fundamentally important for the well-being of those around us. And I know that I'm talking to a lot of mums and the women who might be the central point and the focal point, like the hub where all these spokes are, the wheels of the spokes just emanate from. And so helping you to get into this present state so that those in your life who come to you and will flock to your presence will find that comfort and find that healing when they're around you. It's also known that for us, particularly for mums, everyone around us do co-regulate from us, and it's from the simplest of things. It is in the quality of our presence and how people feel in our presence, and that can be due to a whole range of things, from our nervous system firing, from the tiniest little things that you have no conscious choice over. Like it could be a tension in your jawline that people might be picking up on, or just an abruptness in responding, or whatever it might be. That is going to have an impact on the quality of your presence. So if we're mindful about that, if we're working out ways to maximize and come back to a grounded presence, that is fundamentally important. We're going to start each of these days of the challenge by stopping. And when I say we're going to stop as our start, this is tuning into you. This is just stopping where you are. Stop doing, stop trying to be anything. We're just going to stop and begin now. So what I'd like to invite you to do is, in your stopping, just take note of where you are. Pay notice to the surfaces under your body where you might be resting. Are you standing? What's the surface under your feet? Where are you sitting, and what's the surface that you can feel under your legs? Are your hands resting? Start to feel the air brushing your skin, or the clothing and the fabric that is against your skin. just take a moment to tune in. Feel the quality of your own presence and the luminosity that comes through you. Just take a moment to be there. Today is the first day of our challenge. And what I'd like to invite you to do is to bring your attention to your intention for the next 7 days. What is one word that captures how you want to be within this Christmas time, within this time that you find yourself? Maybe it's a connected state. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's fulfillment. Maybe it's grounded. Whatever the intention might be for you, come to yourself and find that. If it's out there and it's eluding you, think, I'm really not too sure what my intention is, then I do have a meditation I've put together, and I invite you to dive into that and just spend 6 minutes arriving back to yourself with some of the questions that I'm putting to you in a very calm state, and things will come to you and flow to you. So I invite you to listen to that meditation too. An intention is a directed impulse of consciousness. So this is what I would like to bring you back to over and over and over again over the next 7 days and beyond. That intention, which can become an internal mantra, which brings you back to your center, brings you back to the feeling, the emotion that you want to feel, or drop into whatever your intention is. It's such an important anchor point. We know that when we think a thought, our brains and all of those systems I just talked about, they process that thought and bring a feeling into the body, emotions that we feel, the physical sensations. So when a thought helps us to ground and we can just feel the settling in our system, that is a really important thing. It becomes like a lens or a filter that we see life. And it's a wonderful way to just keep bringing us back to that central intention rather than reacting to every bit of life, whatever's thrown at us. If we can keep bringing ourselves back to that intention, it's an incredibly grounding thing, and it will do wonders for bringing you back to the present moment and to that direct drop of consciousness that you want to be experiencing. With becoming much more aware of the present moment, it gives us an increasing resilience in day-to-day life with whatever happens to happen around us. So thank you again for joining me. I wish you all the very best in finding your intention. Please share your intention with us. We'd love to hear what that is for you. And if you would like some further support in finding that intention, then absolutely go through the 6-minute meditation. Go through it as many times as you like. Maybe it can become a daily practice, as maybe drop into a different intention from day to day. So I invite you to go through that, and thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on day 2. Bye for now.